Good morning and welcome to another day. Another day in this week that time forgot. Another day in this final stretch of 2022. I don't know about you, but I feel that this year, while it was awesome, it was also really difficult. I want to start by giving a shout out to our viewers this morning. Welcome Mark and welcome Taco Cat OJ. I assume that's where you put the syllables, which is amazing. Thank you for joining me today, and I would like to give a shout out to my newest follower, Ampod. Thank you for clicking that like and subscribe button. We are, as always, live on Twitch as well as the YouTubes. We are going to be doing a little something different today, so you won't be seeing my ugly mug as often, but that's okay, because today we're going to focus on the third layer of the equation I had challenged you with earlier this week. We're going to be talking about spirit. But before, obviously, we get into that, I do want to do my introduction for those that are new to the stream. Those of us that are joining me for the first time, welcome. My name is Kat, and I am a transformational life coach. What does that mean? That means that I am the happy medium between a clinical psychologist and a traditional life coach. I am trauma aware, so I can help you navigate the scariness of your unconscious to find out the root cause of a lot of things that might be holding you back from being your true self. I allow you to find out the root cause of the limiting beliefs that you have of maybe you don't think you're good enough for that promotion at work, or maybe you feel that you're not smart enough to start your own business. I took the leap of faith from the lion's head and I started my own business back in August as a traditional life coach. I then found transformational life coaching, which gave me more traction and more results in 8 hours than 8 years of traditional talk therapy. I am not trying to say that talk therapy is not useful. It has its place, and I am not saying do not use traditional talk therapy. They are clinically trained in medical conditions. I, however, am the alternative. If you are looking for results, I can give you the results. Anyway, enough about me. Let's start the day off releasing denial like we do. Let's start the day off releasing all of the negativity from the last couple of days and allow ourselves to become aware that we didn't even know I am lying. And again, if you are new to this, denial is the acronym that I use for didn't even notice I am lying. Not lying as in not telling a truth, lying as in being an equivocation. Maybe you're not being your authentic self. Maybe you are hiding something from other people because you're ashamed. Or maybe you aren't willing to admit something. But I think we're going to be touching on that a little bit later. So, first off, let's start with releasing denial. So, the first layer, if you guys have been following with me for the last week, this is probably starting to become a routine for you, but if you're new, I am going to be walking through this as always. So the first layer is I know what my truth is. And I invite you now to take the first 2 fingers, find your collarbone, and just find that soft spot just underneath your collarbone, and gently rotate in a couple of circles while mentally saying to yourself, I know what my truth is. Take 3 normal, positive breaths, keeping your eyes open. Good. And now layer 2, we're going to take our left hand and we're going to put it behind our ear on what's called the mastoid bone. It's that little bone at the back of your ear that sits just underneath where your glasses would sit. And you're going to take your right hand and you're going to put those 2 first fingers on your belly button. And this is layer number 2. I am willing to speak my truth. 3 positive breaths with your eyes open. Breathing in positivity, letting it absorb the negativity. I am willing to speak my truth. Good. And now we're going to switch. Your left hand goes to your belly button, your right hand goes to the back of your ear, and this is layer number 3. I'm willing to listen and be guided through this process. You can see my other screen monitor kicking on and off. 3 positive breaths, eyes open. Layer number 4, we're going to take our right thumb and we're going to put it on our third eye, and we're going to wrap our hand across the crown of our head. And this is, I am willing to feel my truth. This is a little difficult for me because I'm wearing a headset, but you get the basic idea. 3 positive breaths. Good. And now we're going to switch. And now you're going to take your right hand, belly button, left hand, a third eye, wrap your hand over the crown of your head. And this is layer number 5. I am willing to see my truth. And if I just knocked my microphone into my shoulder and popped your ears, I apologize. Amazing. Layer number 6, I am willing to accept my truth. Again, you're keeping your right hand on your belly button and the 2 fingers are going to the top of the crown of your head so you look like an awkward ballerina. I am willing to accept my truth. And you don't have to push hard, just trigger that acupuncture spot. 3 positive breaths, keeping your eyes open. I know it's hard to keep your eyes open through this. I always want to close my eyes. Awesome. And now layer number 7. Switch. Left hand, belly button, right hand, crown of the head. I'm willing to let this old story go and allow a new truth to flow through. Amazing. And now layer number 8, keeping our left hand on our belly button, we're going to take our right hand and put it across our heart chakra. I am willing to feel my life's purpose. Layer number 9, we're just going to cup our thyroid or cup our throat. I am willing to speak my life's purpose. Awesome. And finally, with the first 2 fingers of our right hand, we're going to touch our third eye, the center of our forehead. I'm willing to see my life's purpose. 3 positive breaths, keeping our eyes open. Awesome. So, I hope that releasing denial gives you the same clarity as it gives me, and you're probably wondering why we do some meditations with our eyes open and other meditations with our eyes closed. When we release denial and we say to ourselves with our eyes open, I am willing to see my life's purpose, we are forcing our conscious to allow those thoughts to flow through. If you close your eyes, you can't see it, and what you can't see isn't there. So, in order for our conscious to process what we need it to on a conscious level, we do it with the eyes open. When we are meditating, we are accessing the unconscious, and so we close our eyes so that we are not distracted by the consciousness, so we can look into our inner self and we can become attuned to our physicals. 90% of what we do is unconscious standard operating procedure. 90% of what we do is already mapped into our unconscious. It's just a series of if statements. If X, then Y. I don't know if you guys have it, the app on your phone, the IFTT. It's a super cool app. They're not a sponsor, but I'll send me free stuff. If this, then that. And you can start your own routines. You know, if 9 o'clock in the morning, then turn the lights on. Our brain works the exact same way as that app. If this, then that. If tired, then coffee. If vision equals red, then maybe anger, maybe solitude. Depending on how your brain is mapped, decides how you react. So what does this have to do with anything? This has to do with the next layer of the equation that I challenged you with earlier this week. Monday, I believe it was Monday, today's Wednesday, right? Yeah. Monday, we started talking about mental plus emotional plus spiritual equals physical. And I challenged you on Monday to take 20 minutes or an hour to set boundaries and say, I am doing what makes me mentally happy. I am doing what I want to do that makes me mentally happy. I challenged you with that. And then yesterday I followed up and I asked, what did you do as a reflection? And if you said I didn't do anything because I couldn't find the time, you chose not to. You chose to allow the boundaries that you have already set to continue to be in place. You said, I'll do it later, I'll do it later, I'll do it later, and then never came. And then it was the next day. Yesterday we added the next layer of emotional. And I challenged you again. What emotional response did you have when you came in contact with certain people of your life? I had challenged you to write down interactions that you had with everybody and write down the emotional response you had. Does this person have significant emotional value to me, or is there a secondary gain? So, with that, reflect. Did you actually notice who was causing emotional conflict in your life yesterday? Did you take a list of everyone who you interacted with? I garbled that up. Who you interacted with. Did you take a look and see their emotional value? Did you pay attention to that emotional value? If you said no, that's okay. Because these are challenges that I am posing to you that you have no idea where they fit in your daily structure. These are challenges that I am posing to you that are new. And yes, it's early in the morning, and yes, you might be listening to this while multitasking. But at the same time, every word that I am saying, you're hearing the intonations. You're hearing the emphasis that I am putting on words, and you are hearing them, even though you might not be listening. Because only 7% of the words that we say are actually paid attention to. The other ridiculous 93% is all in how they're delivered. If I yell at you, "I love you," are you going to take that seriously? Probably not. But if I looked you in the eye, with eyes open, eyebrows raised, with a smile on my face, and I said, "I love you," you're gonna be like, "Aw, thanks, Kat. I love you too." You know? How we say our words and the intonations we use, our facial expressions, those can decide and those can make and break a conversation. But I feel like that's a conversation for another day. Let's get back to the emotional response. Pick one person that comes to your mind that you interacted with yesterday. Just one person, doesn't matter who it is. One person that's in your mind, you interacted with them yesterday. What was the emotional value that they gave you? What was the conversation? Were they a stranger? And you just happened to open the door for them and you said, "Good morning," and they said, "Screw you," and kept on walking. Oh, the emotional value is they're a jerk, but you didn't care because you had your shield. You didn't care because you fluffed it off because you control how information and energy flows. That's pretty amazing. Did you interact with somebody who you really can't stand? You might have been at work, sitting in the lunchroom, and a person that you really don't know, don't care to know, really don't have any value from, sat down next to you and just started talking. What did you feel? Emotionally, what did you feel? What did you trigger in your mind? Why is this person talking to me? Why won't this person shut up? Why, there's a whole room full of tables. Why did they have to sit next to me? Why do you think they sat next to you? Why do you think they were drawn to you? What emotional value do you think you have for them? So, I'm gonna switch things up a little bit today. Oh, hashtag first world problems, I'm using the wrong mouse. We're gonna flip over to the meditation because I don't want you to be distracted by screens. If you need something to keep your concentration, that's awesome, because you might need to use a distraction force for people that might be bothering you, but that's okay. Because today we're going to talk about spiritual. Today we're going to add on the third layer to this equation of spirituality. And I don't want this to scare you into thinking this is going to become a come to Jesus talk. It's not. Right now, I would invite you to close your eyes and put your hand, your dominant hand, whichever hand that you instantly do anything with, put that hand on your heart chakra, the center of your chest. We've released denial, so the energies of this chakra is already active. And while some of you, let me pre-frame this a little bit, let me back up. With your hand on your heart chakra, I want you to picture you standing on the stage of an amphitheater. You can see the audience all around you. The audience is full of people that you might have met in your past life, might have met recently. Maybe there's even some faces of people that you haven't met yet. But you're standing on stage. You can feel the heat of the spotlight. And with your hand on your chakra, I would like you to take a few deep, positive, calming breaths. And picture mentally, what do you look like on stage to them? What do you look like on stage to the members of the audience? To your family, to your friends, to your friends' friends, to your family's family. And I'm willing to bet dollars to donuts, some of you probably went through a character creation screen. Some of you probably thought, well, this is what I look like to my parents, this is what I look like to my friends, this is what I look like to my friends' friends, this is what I look like to my friend, lover, partner, spouse. And you couldn't settle on how tall you were, how short you were, what color your hair was, what style your hair was, what color were your eyes. You just started going through this existential crisis of you don't know what you look like because everybody looking at you at the same time, you project yourself differently to all of those people. And some of you, I know there's at least two of you out there, when I said put your hand on your heart chakra and close your eyes and look inside you to see who you are, you instantly went to Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade, where you put your hand on your heart chakra and you saw the man standing in front of you saying, "What do you believe?" Because that's what I did. When I went through the Awaken Your True Self, when I went through that program and I did this, I instantly went to, oh man, this is what Indiana Jones had to go through. This is what Indiana Jones had to decide. Do I drink from the cup of Christ and trust my instincts? Or do I go by what I think is true, not what I feel? What do I believe? So now, I'd like to bring your attention back to the amphitheater and you standing on stage. And with your hand still on your heart chakra, I want you to look out to the audience, and I want you to find your family. Narrow your focus so you see your family sitting in the audience. You're on stage. What do you look like to your family? Picture yourself mentally on stage, how you feel you project yourself to your family. Good. And now, holding that vision, I want you to shift your gaze to the next part of the audience where you see your friends, your best friends, your family from another source, your sister from another mister, your brothers in Dungeons and Dragons, your friends that have become your family. Notice what changed in your projection of yourself. What changed in your appearance? What changed in your feelings? What changed in your thoughts? What changed in your projection from how you hold yourself to your family to how you hold yourself with your friends? Ask yourself why. Why did this change? Why are you not the same person you are with your parents, with your family, that you are with your friends? What are you hiding? What are you protecting? Why? Finally, I would like you to shift your gaze over to your partner, friend, lover, spouse. See them in the audience. And again, what changes? What changes between your projection to your partner, friend, lover, spouse, from your family, and from your friends? Maybe it's nothing. Maybe it's something. But why? What are you protecting? What are you hiding? What are you not willing to admit? Finally, I want you to turn the lights out on the stage, so you are in complete darkness. And I want you to activate your heart chakra energy. I want you to activate everything that makes you, you. Your beliefs, your emotions, your physicals, your mentals. Everything that makes you, you. Everything that makes you feel proud about yourself, of being you. Everything that makes you, your secret talents, your model of the world. Not held back, not protected, the door is wide open so you can see your authentic self. And now mentally, I want you to picture a full-length mirror in front of you. It's as tall as you, with amazing wood embroidery all over it. You can't quite see your reflection yet. All you see is a silhouette because it's dark. But when I count to 3, you're going to snap on the spotlight above you allowing you to be fully illuminated so you can see yourself in that mirror. Not hiding anything, your authentic self. Be honest to yourself. Nobody can see this but you. Hold on to that energy from your heart chakra. This is your energy that makes you, you. Take a deep breath. With all the positive energy, knowing that you are about to see your authentic self and you are about to awaken them in a way that you have never seen before. 3, 2, 1, snap on that light. What do you see? Is that person different from who you see with your family? Who you saw with your friends? Who you saw with your partner, lover, spouse? This is your authentic self. This is the self that is hidden behind whatever masks, whatever barriers, or whatever limiting beliefs, negative emotions, or shame you might carry. This is the self that wants to break free. If you didn't sing it now because you know you want to. I want to break free. This is your authentic self. Who you see in the mirror right now is who you are. And I want to challenge you. Why are you not your authentic self with your friends? Why are you not your authentic self with your family? Why are you not your authentic self with your partner, lover, spouse? And there might be some things that you might feel shame on. Awakening your true self is as powerful as it is heartbreaking. I do want to bring your attention quickly back to myself. I pride myself on doing this stream naturally every day. I don't have a script. I don't have anything to follow. Good morning, Moxie. How are you, my friend? I give you my authentic self every morning. My hair's not brushed. You can see that it still has the bed head. It still has the pigtails that are sticking out from when I fell asleep last night. I'm wearing my Rakdos Circus sweater that I live in. I'm sitting cross-legged on my computer chair with my office in full view. Because this is me. This is my authentic self that I give to you every morning. My authentic self is me. And when I learned who my authentic self was, what my authentic self was, I became much happier. Oh, you're hungry, Moxie. It's 7:30 in the morning. How are you? Oh, you're one of those crazy people that eat first thing in the morning. My authentic self was being hidden behind what I thought society wanted me to be. I was retail management, and I was always told dress for the part that you want, not for the part that you have. And I couldn't do it I did not feel comfortable being business casual in retail management. I was unloading a truck. I'm not going to do that in a blouse and slacks. Not to mention they look stupid in steel toes. So I became what people always called the people's manager. Some management didn't take me seriously, but I would like to think that the associates did. I discovered that I am not what society thinks of a general person. That seemed like a very odd statement, but hey, whatevs. I am a gamer. I am a female gamer. And I will trash talk any dudes that think that they are better than me at any video game. I had someone try to explain to me how to play Diablo 2, Lord of Destruction, not a sponsor, send me free stuff, how to play it hardcore on the ladder. Dude, I've been playing this game since it was released. Don't tell me how to play Diablo. I will shame you on social media. And I did. I stream live every morning with unbrushed hair to 4, hold on, let me do a solid count. There's 3 viewers plus myself, so there's 3. There is at least 1 person on the YouTubes. There's 4 people paying attention to what I have to say right now. That means that 4 people actually give a shit about my authenticity and my authentic self. Moxie, I love you so much. Your authentic self is a pumpkin spice latte Starbucks commercial. I love it. I effing love it so much. You are the best. You have to eat something or you get cranky? Okay, well then you go get something to eat, because we don't want you cranky, because you have a very important job and you need to work. You need to do your thing. You need to do your due. You do you, Pikachu. Cycle back. I goldfish a lot. If you know me personally, you know that that's how I go. I will jackknife right turn into a different conversation and then bring it back. Cycle back. Spirituality. Spirituality is not finding Jesus. Spirituality is not becoming a yogi. It's not admitting that you are a Jesuit. Spirituality is your authentic self. If your authentic self is admitting to yourself first that you have the gracefulness of a brick, you have the dexterity of a cow, you're never going to wear high heels because you roll your ankles more than people roll joints, then you know what? That's okay. Because you're being authentic. And once you become authentic to yourself, once you realize what you've been hiding from yourself, you can then become authentic to your friends, your family, your partner, lover, spouse. Once again, I know I cycle back and I, tend to unload a lot of, well, this happened to me, because this is what the examples are that I have to come along, and I want to share with you not only the positives, but again, you can't have positives without negatives. To every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction. So when you find your authentic self, when you finally open your mind and open your heart to loving yourself and believing that you are nothing but unconditional, pure love. When you are able to admit to yourself who you are authentically, you know the word I'm trying to say. Authentically, haha, there we go. When you're able to admit that to yourself, that's when I challenge you to the third layer of this equation. Is start to show that authenticity to the ones you love. And the ones you love will see it, and they will love you too. They will notice a change, whether it be for the good or the bad. If they see the change in you and that's for the good, for the positive, that's amazing. Because they can see a positive change, they can see the happiness in you, they can feel the positive energy coming off of you, and that is what creates a positive change in them. And thus the trickle-down effect begins. If they see a change in you but they're not sure about it, don't let them stop you. Don't let someone else's opinion of you change your authenticity. You are not responsible for the image that they have created you in. If they have created a projection of you that you have somehow fallen into because this is what you feel you need to be, don't. And that's hard. You might lose people. You may lose some people that you used to trust. You may lose people that you thought you loved, that you thought were part of your emotional value system. Maybe there was a secondary gain. But as long as you are your authentic self, you will not notice them missing. I hope you don't kill me for this, Moxie, but my authentic self drew me back to hanging out with you. And I didn't realize how much I missed you until you were back in my life again. Because when we were kids, I could be my authentic self around you, and it didn't matter. And then things changed, as they do. But then we grow up. And now I am on the cusp of my 40th birthday. Yes, I know, there's a milestone. Oh my goodness. And I have once again found my authentic self. And I have a partner, lover, friend, spouse who appreciates my authentic self and allows me to be my authentic self. My friends allow me to be my authentic self because they have noticed a positive change in me. They have noticed the amazing thing that I have become. And they support me every step of the way. And those that didn't, peace out. Go fuck yourself. So, to complete the equation of mental versus emotional, not versus, mental plus emotional plus spiritual. Today, I challenge you to be your authentic self. To not be afraid of being you. I understand that some of you are probably saying, oh, well, I can't be me at work because that goes against the rules and regs. Your authentic self can still abide by the rules and regs of work. But what you choose to be versus your authentic self. If your work self is not your authentic self, why? And I challenge you to take note of how you feel being your authentic self at work versus how you normally feel. So, putting all three layers together, mental, today, do something for 20 minutes that gives you mental happiness. If that means that you're going to listen to the meditation we're about to start, amazing. Because that will count. You are actively choosing to hang out with me and listen to me, opposed to doing whatever it is that you normally do at 7:45 in the morning. That's awesome, and I thank you. If that means that you need to tell somebody to GTFO for a few minutes so you can just sit and ponder because you are listening to this on demand. Amazing. If you spend that extra 10 minutes in the shower, under the water, and just clearing your mind, that's cool too. Do something today for 20 minutes that gives you mental happiness. Take note of who you interact with today and notice the emotional value that they have for you. Do you have emotional value for them? Do they cause you emotional stress? Why do you interact with them? Do you have to? Is there secondary gain? Or do you value them in your life? And finally, spiritual. Be your authentic self. Stop hiding who you are and be what you know you are, pure unconditional love. That's a lot for one day. But you know what? I challenge you to follow through with those. I challenge you to see how those things affect your life day to day. With that, I'm going to get rid of myself, and I invite you now to get comfortable. Take that last swig of coffee, tea, milk, juice, that last bite of cereal, or granola bar, or bagel, or whatever it is you're eating, because I don't want you to be hangry. Your stomach growling during meditation is counterproductive. Get comfortable. As always, we're going to end the stream with meditation. I'll let the music roll for a few more minutes after that so that you can center yourself and you can just prepare yourself for the day. You may sit in a chair with your feet flat on the floor, or on a cushion on the floor, or lay down on your back with your palms facing upwards, your feet slightly apart. Just make sure that you're somewhere comfortable, that you won't be forced to move for the next 15 minutes or so. Be kind to yourself, and if you do notice that you have to shift, that's okay. Just do it slowly, so that you can slowly bring your consciousness to whatever's bothering you, and then you can slip back into meditation. Let go of any expectations you might have for meditation. Meditation isn't walking towards the light on a huge staircase. It's whatever you want it to be. If you picture yourself while you're meditating in a Zen garden, sitting on a bench underneath a tree with just the music playing in the background, that's fine. However you do this is perfect and right for you. With your eyes closed, I invite you to bring your awareness to your breath. Inhale through your nose to your belly, then fill your chest. Hold for a moment, then release, starting with your chest, and then the belly. Don't force it. Allow the spontaneous breath to come. Do this a few more times. Inhale through your nostrils. Pause. Breathe out through your mouth and pause at the end of your exhale. Listen to the silence. If you find your thoughts wandering, gently come back to this morning meditation. Thoughts are okay. They will come. Gently let them go by coming back to this meditation. Acknowledge them and be kind to yourself and let go of any judgment. For the next few breaths, bring your awareness to the rise and fall of the chest, pausing at the end of each inhale and exhale to touch the silence. Now take 2 or 3 deep yawns. You can fake yawn until one comes in. And then let your breathing return to a normal pace, and just notice the natural rhythm of the spontaneous breath. Bring your attention to the top of your head. Relax the muscles at the top, the sides, and the back of your head. Move to your forehead and soften it. Soften the eyebrows, the eyes, your ears, your cheeks. Unclench your jaw, let it relax, relax your tongue, relax your lips. Bring your attention to the throat. Allow the muscles surrounding it to relax. Soften the back of the neck. Move your attention to your shoulders and do the same. Now focus on your upper arms, elbows, forearms, hands, relaxing each as you go. Relax each finger, the thumb, your index finger, the middle finger, your ring finger and pinky. Relax the palm of your hands. Bring awareness to your chest. Soften the muscles that make up the chest wall. Relax your belly and your lower abdomen. Move to the top of your back. Relax the muscles around your shoulder blades, the middle part of your back, and the lower part all the way down to your buttocks. Relax your right thigh, the muscles around your knee, the front of your leg, your calf muscle, your right ankle, your right foot and toes. Now relax your left thigh, the muscles around your left knee, the front of your left leg, your calf, your ankle, your left foot and toes. Bring your attention to your whole body. Notice any sensations you feel. Gently bring your attention to any area that you would like to relax further. Scan your entire body as you breathe. Let your whole being settle into this morning practice. Mentally see the morning sun rising. Feel its warm rays of light infusing you with beautiful yellow energy. Allow the ribbons of light to surround your body, relaxing it. Observe your breath. Calm your breathing. If you find that your thoughts take you somewhere else, acknowledge them, thank them, and come back to the breath. Feel your chest rise with each inhale. Notice the parts of the body that gently move. Notice your chest and abdomen as you exhale. Feel the parts of your body that move. With each breath, feel the morning energy gently awaking your entire body. Notice any sensations you might feel. Breathe in, sending oxygen to your head and face. Exhale. Breathe and send a life-giving air to your neck, shoulders, and chest muscles. Allow them to take in the air and get ready for the day. Breathe and send oxygen to your entire back. Allow those muscles to awaken. Breathe. Send the oxygen to your abdomen and thighs. Breathe. Send energy from your breath to the legs to power you through the day. Breathe. Allow the sun's rays to infuse you with the energy you need to begin your day. Now, allow the energy from the air you breathe and the warm rays to begin to power you up for the whole day. Breathe into your heart. Send golden energy to your heart center in gratitude for beginning this new day. Bring your awareness to the breath. Remain focused on the breath for the next couple of minutes. Thoughts are okay. When you realize your thoughts have taken you somewhere else, come back to your breath. Keeping your awareness on your breath, allow yourself to feel the in and out rhythm of the rise and fall of your chest. On your next inhale, allow the fingers and toes to wiggle. Exhale. Inhale, gently shift your arms and legs. And when you're ready, open your eyes. Oh, Mark, your cat fell off the back of the couch. Oh no, that would have scared the bejesus out of me if I was meditating and I heard that. I want to thank you again for joining me today, for actively choosing to start your day off with me and with meditation and making a positive change in your life. I want to thank you for taking that first step to making a positive change. I hope you will join us tomorrow morning again. As always, I will let the music roll for a few more minutes just so you can start your day off with your own personal reflection. And remember, in Dungeons & Dragons, when a player uses the help action, the other player gets to roll with advantage. So let me use the help action to let you live with advantage.